back to Meds Made Easy. My name is Tarun. Today we're going to be talking about Omeclamox. This medication is used for Helicobacter pylori infections, also known as H. pylori. What that is it's essentially it's a kind of a terrible super infection you get in your stomach. This bacteria lives literally in your stomach acids. You have to think about that. Your stomach acid is really potent. It pretty much kills anything that goes in there, so this bacteria lives in that acid. So it's a pretty stubborn infection to get rid of, which is why you have to use one of these packs. The kit doesn't have to be Omeclamox, it can be any one of them, but essentially what these drugs are is they're a combination of a bunch of different antibiotics as well as a PPI to help kind of reduce the acid in the stomach, and you pretty much nuke your system. So if you want to go into complete layman terms, we are trying to nuke your system to kill this bug because that's how hard it is to kill. So we're talking about Omeclamox specifically today. This one is clarithromycin, moxicillin, and omeprazole. Yeah, there you go. And so the way you take this is you're going to be taking everything all at one time in the morning after a meal, and then everything all at one time in the evening after dinner. So like I'll kind of open up the pack and kind of show you what we're talking about here. So everything's kind of split up into what you need. Here's like an AM, here's a PM. And that's kind of how it works. So you're taking one omeprazole in the morning, 2 amoxicillin capsules, 500 milligrams each, so 1,000 milligrams of amoxicillin, 500 milligrams of clarithromycin, and 20 milligrams of omeprazole in each dose, right? So morning and then at night, you run it back again. So that's a pretty high amount of antibiotics, right? So that can really tear through your stomach, which is why you need the acid reducer to help kind of keep your stomach kind of calm. And you also take this after meals again because you don't want to be able to throw up, you don't want to have reactions to such high antibiotics. How do you get this infection? There's so many different ways you can get it. I'm not going to go into the details, but if you are one of those unfortunate people who get it, sucks for you. And it is like this, for instance, is a 10-day course. So the different therapies that are out there are anywhere from, I've seen up to like 7 days, I've seen 10 days, and then I've seen 14-day courses to get rid of this bug. So with the Omeclamox specifically, you do have to adjust this if you have any sort of renal issues. If you have liver issues, you generally want to avoid this medication. Several of those medications go through your liver, and so if your liver is already taxed and is already compromised, this medication will make it worse, right? I'm going to put up a list of side effects here. Abdominal pain. What's weird is you can also kind of get what we call like taste aversion. So your taste buds will kind of change temporarily when you're on this medication. So things that taste great may not taste as good. Headaches are a big frequent one. Flatulence, any sort of GI, abdominal pain. I mean, again, you're nuking your system. Stuff might happen, right? So anything having to related to your GI system could possibly happen. Now, if you end up having terrible diarrhea and things like that, call your doctor, let them know that this is happening, may need to switch you on some other medications. But unfortunately, the only way to kill this thing is with a high dose of antibiotics. Omeclamox has been one that's worked really well. There's Pylera on the market, right? These are all new. They do have generic versions of these medications, not specifically these ones, but types that can treat H. pylori, because otherwise these medications can get very expensive. So again, talk to your doctor. There's always like coupons and things like that they have that can give you to bring down the co-pays on these medications. But I think that's it, guys. Unless we break this stuff down one by one, I think it's kind of best to end the video right here. And instead of going in and going specifically, here's how amoxicillin works. So the whole purpose of these medications is that you take several different antibiotics because you want to attack it at different ways. Each of these antibiotics kill bacteria different ways. So by doing it, hopefully you will eliminate the H. pylori infection, right? So that's kind of how the way that works. And other products have different antibiotics. So if one product doesn't work, you may want to try another one. You do need to kind of give yourself maybe a little bit of time to let your body recover from it. But maybe a different group of antibiotics are better suited to kill the H. pylori strain that you have. And that's how we're going to get relief and how we're going to get to H. pylori free system, right? So guys, leave any comments, concerns down below. Hit subscribe, let us know how I'm doing on the channel, and we'll see you next time on Meds Made Easy. Bye.